So tell us what you're doing.
So what this is a homemade sourdough starter.
Okay.
And you start out with bread and flour, and then you let it sit for a while, and then the yeast in the air kind of starts the culture. And then you just let it sit, and it bubbles, and it becomes alive. And then you feed it like once a week or every couple of days. And the new flour and water gives it new food, and it eats the sugars and the flour, and it creates carbon dioxide, making it bubbly and kind of alive. And then every couple of days I take it and I take out 75 grams of it and I throw out the rest. And then to the 75 grams of the starter, I add 150 grams of equal parts all-purpose flour and wheat flour, and then 150 grams of water. And then I mix it all together, and then I can let it sit for a couple days. And then whenever I want to use this for baking bread, I feed it once in the morning and then once at night, and it makes the sourdough very active.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can use it to bake bread. So instead of using yeast, I can take a little bit of my sourdough starter, and I can add it to a bunch of flour and a bunch of water, and then it'll rise naturally. You don't have to use commercial yeast.
Oh.
And because the leaven is something that's been like culturing for a while, it develops a lot of flavor and a lot of depth, and it has like a sour
Taste.
sourdough earthy flavor. So you can create very flavorful bread and use very few ingredients, which is, I think, is like very fascinating because you start with so little and then you end with so much.
Oh, nice.
So very excited.
And you don't have to buy yeast as often?
No, you basically just use the yeast that's like all around us.
Oh.
And then you can do any types of bread with this. You can do a sourdough bread, or you can do like a whole wheat bread. You can sprout grains and fold grains into the bread. You can do like a honey bread. There's like so many possibilities when you start with like simple ingredients and just add a little bit of whatever you like.
Yeah, make some bread this weekend. Oh yeah, you're working. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna make some tonight then.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it, see what I can do. And then later in the week, I can have homemade bread.